Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We are still pushing along, trucking along, trying to play catch up, but it's okay. We're almost there. We're just a little bit off. I was like this close and then I slowed down again. I'm sorry, y'all. The amount of work that is picking up for me is starting to get like really real. And with that, it's starting to like bleed over into content focuses that I started at the beginning of the year. But it's not because I don't care about you guys. I do care. I am starting to be called and pulled into many different directions right now, between work. The entertainment platform I work for now is starting to pick back up again. So I've been like doing so much work for them. I have a new client now. Um, well, shoot, she already paid me. I guess I can say it. Yeah, the Christian Bay is my client. Ah! Oh man, I'm very excited about that. I get to see firsthand how this influencer stuff works. This is wonderful. So yeah, very happy about that. I feel like that's like confirmation low key from God being like, yeah, it's about to be a life. Just watch. So very excited about that. But anyway, today's episode. What am I doing? Welcome to my channel. This is the life of Jay White. If you don't come here often, I talk about faith, self love, my entrepreneurship journey, and just my relationship with God overall. And this year's theme is completion, and we are just going through the stages of what that looks like in real time with me. Yep. Okay, so today's video. Well, actually, no. This quarter is about sustaining momentum, and July is all about consistency over clout. Yeah. And quarter two was all about growth and purpose. And so, like, we were like rooted in the process and we were stretching into purpose. Like, those were our two things that we covered. So, like, first thing for this quarter that we're covering, consistency over clout. Y'all, what if consistency matters more to God than your results? Like, today we are going to be talking about how staying faithful in the quiet seasons where nobody's clapping but God is watching. Um so my experience with that I would say that my experience with that would be like my event planning business that I had at ODU. I was staying faithful with it. I mean, I was doing stuff. I mean, I spent hella bread on pictures. I built my own logo, website, everything. Like, oh my god, I built my own logo and website then too. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. Oh my god! Even in the midst of the being in the wrong bit, well, I won't say the wrong business, but like even in my first business, I was still doing my own branding. I was doing my own branding and content strategy. No wonder I'm good at this. I've been actively doing it for a long time. Wow. If I, that means I wow, 2016. That's almost been 10 years, y'all. Honestly, I started website building in 2014. It's been 10 years, y'all. Am I an expert? I'm an expert. All right. Anyway, sorry, very excited. I just need some certifications at this point because I'm certified by heaven, but I need some physical ones in the world so y'all can start really paying me the way you're supposed to. Yeah. So basically, staying in that business for the amount of time that I did, it made me stronger and it released my attachment to clout and results. So, like, at that time in my life, I had started my own business because the organization that I was working with kind of that was a lot that happened that year. 2016 was a wild year. From the moment it started, it just got crazy and it got crazier as it went on. Um, so needless to say, like that summer, I started my business, this YouTube channel, my first blog, and everything. Like, wow, I was really doing some serious brand management. I mean, that's when I had Queen J's World. Wow, bad bitch shit. I don't know. And as I reflect, I'm just like, wow, I was really doing it all. But like, yeah, like that's when I had all that stuff. And I was building a little bit of a community on Queen J's World. I'm not gonna lie, I had my people. My people was looking for me. But prior to that, like my business and stuff, like nobody was asking me to plan nothing or decorate anything for them. A couple people did, like the people I was working with that I still work with now. Those people them people that I was working with before and that I'm still working with now to this day, like ride or dies for real, because I've been working with them from the moment I've known them till now. Like I've always known, like, hey, this is something I need to work with. You are somebody that's a hard worker. You have great ideas. I need to align myself with you because I know quality when I see it. And like I've always been that way, because like there will be people I boldface just did not like. Even in high school, I would know like I don't like them, but like I want them on my team though. And they're like, why? And I'm like, cause they're smart. And with them, we're gonna win. Like I'm very much one of those. I've always been like that. Like there have been people that I just straight up did not like, but I'm just like, you are a good, like I know what part of the team you belong in, and you need to be over here with me because you do what you're supposed to do. I might not like your attitude, but come get your ass over here, baby. So I don't know. Like, needless to say, I wasn't getting the support that I felt like I needed from or desired from everybody. But I stayed in the paint and I kept running my business and eventually transitioned it over to a new business. But even with that, it's just like I saw that it was about being obedient to God and doing what He said to do, and seeing that I didn't need that organization to validate me. Like I was validated by the kingdom of heaven first. And God like really showed me that in those seasons of my life. So why you should show up without applause. Well, here's the dangers of clout culture. Okay. First of all, you'll start getting your validation through numbers versus validation through obedience. Like you'll start seeking out worldly validation versus heavenly validation. Does that make sense? Like you want everybody to be watching and paying attention to everything you got going on, all eyes on you, how many views you got, how many shares you got, how many likes you got, this, that, the third. But like the kingdom of heaven is ignoring it because it's not bringing him any souls. It's not discipling. It's not a good steward of the gifts he's giving you. Like it's just in complete opposition to the kingdom of heaven, but you're getting all the clout online. So that's the danger of clout culture right there. And then also it can be a distraction from God's voice. So like when you're getting too involved, like even me, like May, June, when I started falling off and getting crazy and stuff, that was like literally like I would argue that a little bit of that was a little danger of like clout culture, because like I popped out a little bit, and motherfuckers was like, oh wow, you're popping out, and I'm like, yeah, I am, ain't I? But like, I got happy. I was in the street, and then the Lord was like, "Get yo!" And I said, "Oh, I forgot. I got caught up. I was having too many conversations. I was out here litty." And the Lord was like, "If you don't get your ass back over here to where we said we was going, yes, you wanted to get over here. Come here." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I did say that. Bye, y'all." And I had to go back and be with the Lord because yes, I needed that. um Also, there's going to be an emotional roller coaster of chasing that visibility that you want so bad. Like, okay, so back in 2018, y'all, let me tell y'all how depressed I got. Like, I don't think y'all understand how depressed I really was in college, and then like a little bit after college. But like college was probably one of the worst times of my life. Oh man. Oh, y'all about to get into it. So, like, by the time I hit 2018 of my collegiate career, I'd lost so much weight. I was so skinny. I was like a rail. I wasn't eating. I was like smoking 5 blunts a day, drinking 2 bottles of wine a day. I was going out every night. I was throwing up, like going out to the point where I'm like obliterated, like throwing up, like acting crazy, like just a mess. But like that's what I was on. I was so sad. Like, and like I was so sad that I was numb. Like I was literally trying to make myself feel anything at all because I couldn't feel anything. Like it was just so bad. Like I don't think anybody's ever experienced, like if you've experienced that kind of crippling depression, then you know like it's not a joke. Like that shit is crazy. Like you really just try to make yourself feel anything at all because it's nothing happening. You're just like, why don't I feel anything? What's wrong with me? Like I can't feel anything. I don't feel joy. I don't feel anything. And like with that, I just my dopamine started getting released on social media. Like I would get like 300-400 likes and all that. Like mind you, my life is swirling down the drain, but I look good though, right? Yeah, no, I was like getting like so many likes and stuff, so I just started get like pouring everything into that, pouring everything into like Snapchat, Instagram, just all of me would go into those spaces. I mean, if you even go back to that year on this YouTube channel, you'll see that like a lot of those videos lack substance. There might be a gem or two in them, but for real, it was just to do it, just to post, just to get it up here. And like, it was just really hard to break that. Like, I don't even know what I did to break it, but I knew for a while that like, I don't even remember. I think I probably fasted from social media. I think I did a social media fast for real, and realized like I don't need to get up here because I'm addicted to like people telling me things about myself, and I need to know what God says about me. I think that's really what happened. Like, it was just a natural like inclination to go toward the Lord. I be having those like natural inclinations to just be like, I need to go be with the Lord right now. It'd be random as fuck too. Like, I'll be in the middle of doing some shit and I'll be like, and just go be with Jesus. Like, it's just time for me to go be with the Lord. I know it. And I feel like that's what happened there. But it was really hard. Like, that's where I found my validation. So y'all, that emotional roller coaster, do not get on the ride. It's not worth it. It's really, nothing is worth your mental health ever, or your emotional health. Um, and lastly, Colossians 3:23 is just whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, working for the Lord, not for human masters. Y'all, the way that verse is needed, like, I don't know if you've ever worked your fingers to the bone for scraps, but like, if you have, like, just do it unto the Lord, and He will reward you for all of your hard work. Like, just, you just have to stay in it. I know it's hard, but you just have to stay in it, because He is going to make a way out of no way. He is going to turn this all around. That is what God does. He is a way maker. He's a redeemer. He's a restorer. Like, I serve a God of restoration. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but He is a miracle maker. Like, my Lord does it all. He does it all. And He does it all in the blink of an eye. Like, He blinks and boom, there it is. Like, that's how amazing He is. So if you are in that space, like, just think about the riches of heaven and how God is seeing you and just stacking stuff up more and more as you continue to work. Like, don't even look at what's going on in the world. Just look, maintain, girl. Maintain, maintain, maintain. Maintain. Okay? Look at my face. Maintain, shorty. You can do this. You can do it. Okay. So the biblical powers of faithfulness in private. So David served faithfully in the field before he ever shot down Goliath. I mean, he was a good shepherd. He went out, he rescued them sheep. He was somewhere in. Did David end up killing a lion and a bear? I want to say he killed the lion and a bear before he ever killed Goliath. So he was being prepared in private. I think that's biblically accurate, because I know Daniel went into. Huh, Danny and the Shacks, because it was somebody who was in a den, and God shut up their mouth and didn't let them eat. And then I think that's Daniel. I think that's Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar and the Shacks and all them. But I think David was rescuing his sheep and ran out. And oh, but you know what? David probably did have to sleep in a cave or a lion's den or whatever to get away from Saul when Saul was chasing him. And then he even acted crazy for a little bit. All I know is that nigga was being prepared in private before he ever faced Goliath. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to because I be getting David and Daniel stories mixed up because they both involve some lions and shit. And I be like, you know, lions and tigers and bears, damn it. But we gonna go back and look at that because I need to refresh that. But I'm pretty sure David killed a bear and a lion before he killed Goliath. He attacked other things that should have killed him, and he was like, nah, I win. Like, that happened before he got to Goliath. Rest assured. And he was also like a good steward of his sheep. Like, he was a good shepherd to the sheep. Like, he would leave, like I said, he would leave and go get the lost ones. Like, he was taking care of those sheep. He was shepherding them sheeps in the field. Okay, which I feel like is a representation of how he would be a good king too. Which is why the Lord wanted to anoint him in the first place, because he's already doing what the Lord does as a good shepherd. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. That was like a dolphin kick, but I was, yup, yup. Also, Jesus himself was hidden for 30 years before he stepped out and did his 3-year ministry. 30, 30, 30 years. You know, you only have 30 years? 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 years. just in the dark. Whole time that might be my story. The sun is shining real bright right there. That must be the Lord. Like, hey Jesus, how you doing? The whole time. Hidden for 30 years. But he popped out in them 3 years of public ministry. Was the best public ministry we ever had in our lives. He did that. It's finished. Who you know finish it in 3 years? Jesus. Anyway. And then lastly, faithfulness is preparation for visibility, not the result of it. Like a lot of people feel like, oh, if I'm faithful, then, that's going to bring eyes. No, faithful is going to bring God. That's what it's going to bring. But because God is light, love, and all of those wonderful things, and the Holy Spirit, like that fire is just, it's hard to replicate, and it's just hard to miss. And like the result of like the presence of the Lord over your life and the Holy Spirit in your vessel and Jesus walking next to you, that presence will cause eyes to look at you. It has nothing to do. It's not even you, baby. They're not looking at you. You think it's you, baby? They're not looking at you. They're looking to the light, to the Lord. Like that's what they're looking at. You're just doing your job as a vessel, and it's coming out. That's really what it is. So faithfulness is preparation for that visibility. Like God's going to do so many things in the secret place. So that way, when you are in that spotlight and you are on that stage and people are coming at you crazy and things are happening wild and you don't know what the fuck going on, you going to know what the fuck going on because of all the preparation. You're going to know how to handle it because of all the preparation. Like David knew when Saul was trying to give him all that armor, he was like, look, I can't move around in this. Like I'm a little wily one. Like I like to when I get down, I get gritty. Like I can't do that with this. Y'all got to get this shit the fuck up off me. And that's what they did. And he was like, yeah, give me that slingshot because he about to get his ass whipped. And that's exactly what happened to Goliath. He got beat up by a rock. He ain't never see that coming. He probably didn't see it coming. He was like, what you about to do? What you swinging in your hand right there? Boom. Rock probably went straight through his skull, didn't he? Right through the eye and was like just into the brain. Boom, knocked down. Over for you. Come to think of it, why was nobody smart enough to like aim for the eyes? Anything that like the eye is a direct socket to this, a direct line to your brain, like straight. Like that's probably literally God was probably like aim for the eyes, and David was like, ha, dead. That's probably exactly how that happened. Because why were they not doing that? They had catapults. Like, are they stupid? Anyway. Sorry, y'all. That's not the message. The message was that David knew that he was a little wild thing and that he just needed the space and to be able to move freely when it's something bigger than him that's supposed to beat him. Like he knows he need to be like on the fly. So, but he would have never known that if it wasn't for them seasons where God showed him that. God showed him like, hey, this is how you fight. Like this is how you need to know how to fight. Like you need to know how to get down and dirty. Like when something bigger than you and can possibly kill you. Like how you gonna act, how you gonna move. Like I just want to see something real quick. There's a bear. There's a lion. Like just real quick, show me what you're gonna do. Like I feel like that's what the Lord did, and he was like, yeah, great. Now do it again because there's a giant. Yep, that's what he did. So, okay. The assignment still matters, even if it's quiet. Okay, so like your assignment is not going to lose value just because your engagement is low. My engagement be low. I don't make any money off of any of the content I produce, and I've produced a lot over the years. Again, started this channel in 2016. Go look at all these damn videos. I went through so many phases of content production. I've done it all. Everything. The only thing I haven't done is TikTok because I refuse. But I've done it all. Front to back. Front to back. So, and don't ask me why I refuse. I'm 30. I'm not making no more damn social media accounts. I'm just not fucking doing it. Okay? You got what you got. This is it. In my micro, this is it. I'm not making any more social media accounts. Fuck y'all. Y'all gonna have to get me where I am at. Okay? Get me how I live. Thanks. But yeah. Your assignment doesn't lose value just because the engagement is low. Look. My engagement be low, but I make impacts on people. Oops, sorry, I'm tapping the mic. But I make impacts on people. Like I know I do. My content makes an impact on people, and I make the impact on people. I know I do. I linger. I linger. I'm the type of bitch you gonna remember me. Remember me. But anyway, shout out to Coco. That's a really good one. If you have not seen Coco, Mama Coco. So I have to say goodbye. Remember me. And I know it'll make you cry. Whenever. Until I see you in my arms again. Remember me. Oh my God, that's the best part of the movie. And then at the end, they just start singing. And I love Coco. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I really love Coco. It's a really, really good movement. Okay. Point 2. You are called, not trending. You think Jesus was doing this for the vibes? He was not doing this for vibes. God said, I got a mission. You better complete it. He was like, well, hold up now. What's the mission? He said, don't worry about that part yet. Heal, minister. And that's what he did. And then he was like, now die for their sins. And Jesus was like, excuse me? He's like, die for their sins. He was like, okay. I don't want to do that, but, at your word. And, that's what he did. And then it was finished. So, again, you are called. You are not going to be doing the trending thing. It's probably never going to trend, honestly. A lot of times I feel like, especially with like stuff for the Lord, like if you're really serving God, you're only going to be trending in the Christian community. Everybody else going to be against you. So, and even within the Christian community, let's talk about it. They'll still try to be against you within the community. And then that's where you get the word lukewarm and wolf in sheep's clothing. Because if you are CHRISTIAN, then you know the Lord like I know the Lord. So if you questioning what the Lord told me and not edifying, but just trying to throw salt, then I already know who you is and what you here to do. You're here to cause confusion, distract, and get in the way of anybody speaking on the Lord's name. And that's a good way to tell who's in the church causing discord. Who is in here actually going against the word of the Lord? Because if you're going against the words and trying to create confusion, I already know your assignment from the devil. I mean, you're doing it. So, you are called. You are not trending. And then lastly, hidden obedience leads to revealed favor. I feel like people see the favor over my life. It gets revealed to them often because honestly, like I'm obedient. I do what God tells me to do. Good, bad, happy, sad. I don't care. I do what the Lord says. And doing that, can't go wrong there. Why is it dim? I don't like that. Brighten up. It's like the camera just went dim out of nowhere. Baby, you should not be that. Brighten up. Ooh, y'all don't need to see how dirty my kitchen is. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just time for me to wash dishes, and I really hate doing that. Hopefully, y'all still see me, but my phone just decided that it wanted to, like, I don't like that. Hope. All right. How to stay faithful when you feel invisible. So you got to set your own rhythm and create spiritual and business routines that don't depend on motivation. Like literally stuff that doesn't even depend on motivation. You do it because this is when it needs to be done. You anchor yourself to purpose to remember why you started and revisit your God-given strategy and God-given why. And then celebrate quiet wins, like track your growth quietly, like journal, have those milestones, like do that all for yourself. And then affirm the obedience over the outcome. Like you're doing this for Jesus. That's it. And lastly, you got to pray through that frustration. You got to keep communication open with God when discouragement hits you. So here are some key takeaways. Clout fades, obedience produces an eternal impact. Faithfulness in the quiet is a form of worship. Hello? And God rewards what's done in secret. So keep showing up. Let me know something you've been faithfully working on in the comments below, even when no one's watching. And next week, we will deep dive into discipline, not desire, being the key for consistency. So habit over hype, y'all. All right. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Love ya. Bye.